अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़नीन, मैं हूँ नाजिया जहान काविश अपडेट के साथ आपके सामने हाजिर हूँ। अपना एडल्ट डे केयर एंड अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर की थर्ड लोकेशन की ग्रैंड ओपनिंग 11 फरवरी बरोज जुम्मा बेथ एवेन्यू ब्रुकलिन न्यूयॉर्क पे मुनक्कद हुई। आइए देखते हैं प्रोग्राम की तफसील।
कम्युनिटी की ज़रूरियात को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए अपना अडल्ट डे केयर और अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर के तीसरे सेंटर का क़याम इंसानी खिदमात में एक कदम और आगे। तीसरी ब्रांच की ग्रैंड ओपनिंग के मौके पे एक ज़बरदस्त तकरीब मुनक्कद हुई जिसमें अमेरिकन इलेक्टेड ऑफिशियल्स, पार्टनर्स इन सर्विसेज ने शिरकत की। इस मौके पर चेयरमैन परवेज सिद्दीकी, CEO इरम हनीफ, डायरेक्टर शाजिया भट्टू के अलावा कारोबारी शख्सियात मोहम्मद करीम भट्टू, मोहम्मद शाहबाज भट्टू और मोहम्मद असलम ढिलन भी वहां मौजूद थे। इलेक्टेड ऑफिशियल्स को CEO मोहतरमा इरम हनीफ ने सेंटर का विजिट कराया और खिदमात की तफसील से आगाह किया। ग्रैंड ओपनिंग के दिन ही 500 से ज्यादा अफराद में पका हुआ गर्म खाना, 200 से ज्यादा अफराद में सेल्फ टेस्टिंग किट्स, 2000 से ज्यादा मास्क और 500 से ज्यादा अफराद में हैंड सैनिटाइजर्स तकसीम किए गए। कारी एजाज कादरी साहब ने अपनी खुश अलहान आवाज में तिलावत कलाम पाक से प्रोग्राम का आगाज किया। अपना की CEO मोहतरमा इरम हनीफ ने अपना अडल्ट डे केयर और अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर की तीसरी ब्रांच की ग्रैंड ओपनिंग की गर्ज़-ओ-गायत बताते हुए कहा,
As you all know, Apna means my own. Apna started back in 2016 with a vision of building bridges through community education engagement. And since that time, since the inception of Apna, we have been offering the services to our community members as per their needs. The Brighton Beach, Coney Island are the hubs of the Muslim community and the most importantly Pakistani community. So Apna started our first center back in 2017 from Brighton Beach. And we jumped into providing all the necessary services to our community members, and thank God we are here in 2022. This is third location of Apna Community Center. So the credit goes to all amazing team members of Apna Community Center, our amazing volunteers, our partner organizations, and our elected officials, those who have trusted on Apna and trusted on Apna's team and provided and joined hand with us. I would say that they have joined literally hands with us in terms of providing and bringing the much needed services and resources to our community, which is historically we say that we are a marginalized community. The resources and the system of the city government is too difficult for many of our community members because of the language, because of the cultural, and because of the technological challenges. So what Apna has done in these years is we have bridged that gap, and we have connected the resources and the programs with the community. So we are kind of a middleman between the city government and the community members. So this is what we have been doing since the inception of Apna until now. Just to share some of the achievements of Apna Community Center in 2021. We have a wide variety of the services and the programs which we offer to community centers, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, when our community was hardly hit by COVID-19 and Brighton Beach was a hub of and has the highest number of the cases in Brooklyn. So we jumped into food distribution because the community was coming to us, and at that time thousands of people have lost their jobs and they have nowhere to go. They started coming to Apna, and we have worked out with other Muslim leaders with the city, the mayor of that time, and we were able to offer our community halal grab and go meals. and Apna was one of the city's designated grab-and-go meal site at that time. And we started that program for the halal cooked meals distribution 4 days in a week from our center. And soon after that, the mayor's office that program was closed, and then the community was coming to us again. It's still that time. So we worked out with other CBOs, joined hand with them, and then we opened up our food pantry in Brighton Beach. The food pantry now serving 4,000 to 5,000 individuals every month from Apna Food Pantry once a week. We are serving 250 to 300 community members from Apna Food Pantry, and as well as we are doing cooked meals distribution 4 days a week from our center. From the food distribution, if I specifically tell you about what we have accomplished in 2021, the food pantry distributed 350,000 plus pounds of food pantry items, fresh produce, distributed 75,658 cooked halal meals once a week from our pantry, and served 54,369 individuals throughout 2021. Thank you, everyone. Another core critical services which Apna provides to our community members is entitlement and case management system. As I said before, that our community, because of the language, culture, and technology, is not able to navigate all these online systems. They cannot, they have a hard time, especially our seniors and our women, those who are, many of them are single mothers, or those who does not have any resources. So we help them in applying for entitlement and case management services, and we have helped 337 families in applying for food stamp, cash assistance, rental relief, economic injury, disaster loan, and we have given a lot of gift cards to them throughout the initial phase of 2021, so that the financial burden of these families could be reduced through all these programs and services. From senior services, we have helped 725 seniors in 2021 in applying for Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, disability, home care and daycare services. And we have also helped them in getting home delivered cooked meals and home delivered groceries from Apna Food Pantry. Apna has formed a youth wing, and we have, alhamdulillah, 50 plus members of youth wing. And the youth wing, what they does, we give them an opportunity to volunteer at food distributions, to play part in civic engagement, voter registration drives. We also help them in working with our seniors at our senior center, because there's a gap between the seniors and the young adults, those who are born and raised here. There's a gap about the customs and the tradition and the religion. So giving them an opportunity to spend more quality time with our seniors. So Youth Wing continuously involved with all these services of Apna. We have done, we were one of the partners of Test and Trace outreach with our NYC Health and Hospitals, and through our Test and Trace outreach efforts, we have reached to 52,158 community members during our COVID-19 outreach efforts. We have distributed 91,956 masks and PPEs, and have and more than 35,000 outreach material, different outreach literature about where to get tested, why it is important to get tested, why it is important to get yourself vaccinated. We have distributed 35,000 plus outreach material in 2021.
Seniors to get vaccinated.
Yes, and we have arranged many various trips of our seniors in terms of getting vaccinated, and recently in December, we have helped 80 plus seniors with the support of Councilman Eric Kagan in getting them vaccinated from Coney Island Hospital. So the seniors, obviously, many of our seniors are depending on us, and we provided them the door-to-door transportation, scheduled their appointments. So that is a kind of a work which Apna is continuously doing since our inception, and hopefully we will continue continue bringing more services and more resources with the help of our elected officials and our city government. Looking forward to the more good programming at Apna from this new location as well. We have also organized multiple community education and engagement workshops. Just to share some of them, rent choice voting workshops we were able to host in collaboration with Mayor's Office and NYC Civic Engagement Commission in Urdu and English simultaneously. So our community, because rent choice voting was the first terminology introduced last year, and our community was not aware, and so there was a lot of confusion in terms of how it's going to work out. So I'm a member of Civic Engagement Commission's Language Access Advisory Committee and representing the Urdu speaking New Yorkers. So we have worked with them in terms of doing the workshops for rent choice voting. We have done immigration rights workshop in collaboration with CARE New York. We have done a lot of other affordable housing workshops in collaboration with NHS Brooklyn, which is the I would say the oldest housing facility, and helping the New Yorkers. We have done multiple community conversations about COVID-19 vaccines and outreach. We were able to host Day of Dignity and Back to School event in collaboration with Islamic Relief USA and as well as Toys for Tots. We are continuously working with Riceboro in terms of providing services and support to our individuals and families, those who are under rent burden, and we are partner of Riceboro for providing them rental assistance through ERAP program of the city. So we are working on that. It's a statewide program, I would say. Emergency rental assistance program. We are working with Riceboro continuously and continuing those services as well. We have another partner that is Grow Brooklyn, and with the help of Grow Brooklyn, we have helped 120 families in filing their free taxes from Apna's site. It is just because last year it was virtually the clients were coming out. We were scheduling their appointments, and we helped them to file their taxes free of charge. And we also have worked with CUNY School of Law and have helped many families in getting free legal consultancy with respect to immigration and family matters. So whatever Apna does, because we are a newly established organization, I would say, and we are still struggling in terms of getting the resources and the support we need from our city government. Though we were able to achieve a lot in 2021 with a very little support from our city government, but we are looking forward in terms of continuing more and more services and programs with the help of our city government and with the help of our elected officials. And from this center where you are sitting right now, our plan is to start adult literacy classes here. We are going to soon start English language classes for our seniors and our community members. We'll have civic engagement related workshops, mental health workshops. We will also start here vocational training for our women, and as well as we will provide them basic computer training, because the immigrant families, when they come here, they have a lot of challenge in terms of navigating the technology, whether it's come to school children, kids, or whether it comes to accessing other benefits from the city, visiting HRA or scheduling your appointments to get food stamp or Medicaid card or health insurance. Everything needs either language or computer literacy. And unfortunately, our community is lacking in terms of all those, especially the recent immigrants have those challenging issues within their families. So Apna has a vision of starting all those programs and services from this location. That's why it's a bigger space. We have more opportunity. This is the third largest Muslim neighborhood in Brooklyn. So that's why we started our facility here, so that we can better serve the community which is residing here in this neighborhood. And all other services which Apna is providing, we'll continue providing all those services as well. And we'll continue looking forward to help from our community members and our city government. And from here, I would like Mr. Siddiqui to give his opening remarks, and then we will hear from our elected officials as well.
I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to welcome our guest, Assemblyman Bill Colton, our Councilman Eric Hagan, a friend of ours, representatives from Frontis's office, my friend over here who's running for the judge, Brian, and respected members, my friend over here from Pani, Chairman Naslam Billan, and the respected members of the press. I want to welcome you today, and I welcome Athar as well, who's a good friend working. So,
Controllers
And control, yeah, and Sergey is sitting over there, so I didn't. Sergey is representing the Comptroller's Office, Brian Lander, so thank you so much for coming and attending. I really appreciate it. So Iram has very in detail elaborated the work that we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. Our commitment during this pandemic has grown so much, and the need has grown so much that we were compelled to really expand our services. People from this demographic, this particular area in Bath Avenue, had to go to Brighton Beach and other areas to get those services, and it was difficult for them to be able to do that. So we brought this facility over here so we can be right close to them, provide them with all the access and all the benefits that we can. We're trying to get to our community. Obviously, for many years in the past, our community was totally unknown. They did not know how to go about how to navigate. And since Apna came into being, we have made little steps in the right direction so we can reach to them and can provide them help in all of the directions. Our objective really is to request our members of the assembly and from the council to come to our aid for this community. This is a very needed community which has been neglected. Neglected because of 2 reasons. One of them, if you don't make a noise, nobody hears it. So our community really is very quiet, subdued, never says anything, and keeps on suffering. So finally they have a voice, and finally with the help of a lot of the people who are now participating, and now we made a tremendous effort this year. They're getting a lot of them registered to vote, a lot of them are showing keen interest, and now we have a very solid demographic over here, and we can definitely move it and shake it type of a thing. So I'm really proud that our community has come along, and our community has, over the last few years, learned a lot and are participating. But I'm also thankful to all the people who have supported us in the process. I'm looking forward that in the next few years, we will get support from Assemblyman Bill Colton, R.E. Kagan, Assemblyman Frontis' office, and all of the members who are vital to our community. We would like to work with them, want to make sure that all our organizations, whether we are participating from the organizations like Pani from Coney Island, they all sister organizations, we all work together to bring everything together, to bring services together and share those services. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome you all today, and I want to be able to invite Assemblyman Bill Colton.
Thank you. I am so impressed at what I have seen and heard today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You are really doing great work, and I'm so thrilled that you're bringing this now to this neighborhood. And there's so much need. And you know, this neighborhood, Bensonhurst, Gravesend, Bath Beach, has always been a neighborhood of immigrants. People have come for 100 years from different parts of the world, and what they have learned is, and what we are trying to bring about is, when people work together, when they see that their needs are very similar to other people's needs, and we all work together, we can best accomplish all our needs. And Apna is doing that so well, really. Yes, let's give them a big round of applause. Because you are meeting the needs of families, meeting the needs of people. And I am so eager to partner with you and help you do what you are doing so well and make it easier for you to do that. So please feel free to contact my office. My district manager, the district office manager, is Sarah Watsara, and we want to help because what you're doing is really God's work. And it is meeting the needs of people, families, in these very difficult times. We face a lot of difficulties with COVID. We face a lot of difficulties with rents and unemployment and benefits for seniors and benefits for children. And you're absolutely correct. sometimes government doesn't make it easy to obtain and even be aware of the services that could be made available and which should be made available. And so I look forward to working very closely together with you, to assisting you in any way that I can, and uniting everybody together. Because what is good for one group of seniors is good for all groups of seniors. And it is our job to provide that information, that service, those resources to help people achieve that. So I really, look forward to this. I'm so impressed. And I have a New York State Assembly citation, which I'd like to present. And Ari, if you would like to come up and present it with me. And this I want to make sure I have because it's so much good information. I'm impressed. All right, this is a New York State Assembly citation recognizing and congratulating Apna on its opening here and on all the work that it has done in the past in all three now of your centers.
Thank you so much. We really
Adult
appreciate it.
centers and community centers. So really, we present it to you. Congratulations, and we will do all we can to assist you. Feel free to do that. Anytime you need something, call my office.
Definitely.
Call Ari Kagan's office, and we will do our best to make sure that we assist you in helping all of these people.
We are very encouraged by your support, your kind words.
Yes,
Really
thank you
makes a
so
lot
much.
of
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a long time that we have had such sons. These are really words of encouragement from Assemblyman Bill Colton, and we will definitely take the opportunity to be in touch with you to see what we can do to work together to bring benefits to our community. Thank you so much.
Okay, now I would like to introduce our longtime friend and a big supporter of our community, Councilman Ari Kagan. You have seen him since the inception of Apna. He was there in 2016 when we opened our first location. Then we opened our second location. He was there. So he is like a die-hard fan of Apna, Ari Kagan.
So first of all, my name is Ari Kagan. I'm a volunteer of Apna. I'm a supporter of Apna. I am a student of Apna. I'm a brother of Apna. Because again, like in the Jewish tradition, we say mishpocha, family. In the Pakistani American community, if anybody asks me, I'm a member of Apna family. So, of course, what Apna did and what Apna is doing is so noble, so honorable, so impressive. And you didn't even finish the list of all services. Like what is also important to understand, that Apna doesn't serve just Pakistani American community. I personally know Russian-speaking families, African American families, and many others who are receiving services from Apna. And by the way, I'll give you a secret. It's not the last location of Apna, okay? We are going to be at many more grand openings. Talking about my support, we have 250% of my support. 1,000%. I'm also very proud to say, if you still don't know, that one of the main people in my office, someone mentioned Ari Kagan's office, one of the most important positions in every legislative office is a legislative budget policy director. And I would like to introduce to you Atir Tirmizi, who you probably know, who was previously working as executive director of the Pakistani American Public Affairs Committee. He worked for many years as a chief of staff for deputy majority leader in New York State Assembly. He cares, not just he cares, he's a part of Pakistani American community. So he always advised me how to learn Urdu more quickly, you know. So, but every time we're talking about language access, even recently I was at 2 Zooms, now you know, new foreign word now, Zoom. No, it's not scary, it's just virtual meetings. So one was with school chancellor, and another one was MTA, and at both of these meetings, I said, how about Urdu? How about Urdu? Like some people speak Urdu. Oh yeah, Urdu. Why do you care? I said, because I do. I know. Because I'm from Apna. Okay. So some folks in New York City, including in the leadership positions, they still don't know that in New York City we have more than 100 languages. MTA still believes that everything should be in English. MTA, like I talked recently to emergency management folks, Department of Emergency Management. They said, no, we have like in Spanish. I said, what do you mean in Spanish? How about Urdu? Yeah. Okay. So and of course I said, how about Russian too? so long story short, you have a big supporter in me. Call not just office, of course you can call Atir, but call me, I would say 24/7. And we basically calling sometimes at any time. I'm thinking how to help every day. We just discussed with Atir, did we just discuss Apna before I even came here? So you're on my mind. Basically, I feel like I'm in a family, I already mentioned this. You provide amazing services. Now it's a tax season. How many organizations you provide free tax services to every member of the community? Apna is doing this. Right now is a tax season, and they're doing this. And again, to everybody, not just to Pakistani Americans, but to everybody. And of course, important process is education. I'm talking about general, how to be more effective in a mainstream society. Maybe you don't know again, but in December, City Council passed a legislation allowing people who are not citizens, but who are green card holders, who are legally here in America, if they wanted to participate in local elections, elect city council members and mayor local level only, they can do this. So again, but I can tell you that some United States citizens in the Pakistani American community also are not aware of election process. They think, it's not about us. Election is not about us. I'm a living proof. Atir is a living proof. Elected officials like Assemblyman Bill Colton in Brooklyn. I had one issue with Antonio Reynoso during the campaign. I told him, I don't want Southern Brooklyn to be an outer borough inside outer borough. Please come to us. He remembers this every time he sees me. No, you see me? I'm in Brooklyn. I said, yeah. Come to Coney Island, come to West Beach, come to Bensonhurst. I want everybody to come here. By the way, I want everybody to come here. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous. And you take care of everybody. Children, seniors, families, that's so amazing. Congratulations, and again, invite me to every possible event, every grand opening, or just simply visit. I will be here many, many times. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali. You've always been very accessible. Thank you so much for all your support.
Thank you so much, Councilman Eric Hagan. And as he said rightly, me and Mr. Siddiqui have called him in the night, 9 p.m., sometimes 8 a.m. Eric, we need this, we need that. And he's always there to help and support us. And the second thing which Ari said, that there's a disconnect between the city and the community, because the city does not know that this community is existing. And this community does not know what city has to offer to our members. So organizations like Apna, not only Apna, in every community there are many organizations doing wonderful jobs. But these organizations, because we are on the ground, we are the grassroots, and we have a trust of our community. The reason people don't go to the city directly, there are so many mistrust in the communities. That's why they're not able to get the services or the benefits they needed from the city government. But when they come to organizations like Apna, we tell them, this is the service, this is good for you. We have helped many community members. They right away enroll in those services and receive those services. We ourselves realized, our members, that how important is it to vote. And they were able to vote, and now the time is before elections. They keep calling me, Pervez and Shazia. When is the vote? Where is our polling station? And we literally help them and taking them from door to door and taking them to their polling stations. Our youth never participated. Apna helped many our youth members engaged in terms of not only in the voter registration drives, they have done GeoTV calls. They have never been involved in those kind of work. But in the last June elections, more than 50 youth members of Apna and the community, young adults of the community, have worked in different campaigns. They have learned about how the campaign works, what is important, what does matter for our community. So these are the kinds of things which our city government has to think from the point of view of the local community members. and only then this gap can be reduced. Otherwise, it's very difficult because, as Ari said, we have more than 100 languages, but thank God Urdu is, Board of Elections have included Urdu, and there are Urdu interpreters available in many DOE sites, Board of Elections sites, where we have a majority Urdu speaking community members. So, not going to take too much of time, but I want to recognize a couple of people, those who are here. You already met Assemblyman William Colton, you met Eric Kagan, we have Brian Gottlieb. He is currently working with a Supreme Court judge. He's a very good legal practitioner, and he's running for judge. He's a long-time civil court judge, and he's a long-time supporter and friend of Apna. I want to give Brian a chance to speak and say a few words. I also wanted to recognize, Brian, come here please, join me here, and meanwhile Brian is joining, I want to recognize Sergey is here from NYC Controller, Brett Lender's office. Controller was not able to join us because of scheduling conflict, but hopefully we'll have him here soon. Sergey representing Controller's office. We have Sister Arafa for Islamic Relief USA, a great organization everyone knows. We have Charlene from Assemblywoman Frontis office. Assemblywoman couldn't make it because of her health issues, but soon she will also be here with us. And Michael Silverman is here too with us. He is our good friend, Community Board 13 member. Thank you, Michael, for joining. And I want to give this mic to Brian to give his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Irma. And I have to say that when I'm thinking about the successes of Apna, I don't need a handout. I've seen everything firsthand. I've seen everything up front and personal. And when I think of Apna, I think of a few very important words: honor, commitment, family, community, excellence. Everything Apna does, starting from Pervez to Arun, Shashazia, to everyone on down, is wonderful, is excellent, and is built towards helping everyone in the community. I've had the good fortune and the privilege of being able to partner with Apna on many different things over the years. And in each instance, we've been blessed and fortunate to be able to serve the entire community, hundreds, if not thousands of people, and the work still continues. So when I see today, I see it as a blessing. I see it as a step forward. And as Ari said, looking forward to many more grand openings and serving more and more people in the community. And Pervez, I'd like to thank you for your support, your friendship, and everything that you do, along with everyone associated with Apna, because it's not one person by him or herself. But to thank you for everything that you do on behalf of the community, and know that you always have a friend in me, and if there's anything that I could do to be helpful, I'm there. Thank you. And just also, I'm running for civil court judge in the 8th Municipal Court District, which essentially covers the lower third of Brooklyn. I've worked for Joy Campanelli, who's a Supreme Court judge, also when she was a supervising judge in civil court. I've trained with her. She's a mentor, she's a friend, she's a great supporter. And she has taught me how to be a judge, how to say and do the right things, how to handle cases, how to be in the courtroom, and how to do everything to help serve the community, and being just like Apna in terms of treating everybody with respect, making sure that everybody is heard, and including everybody. Because the truth is, when you come to court, it's a very daunting experience. People don't know their rights very often, especially people who are self-represented. People need to know and understand that they have to be heard. And they have to be, as I said, be treated with respect, and know that their voices are taken into account. They may not always get the result they like, but to me, it's important they walk out, win, lose, or draw, knowing that they've been heard, knowing that they've had a fair opportunity. And that's something that I plan to implement with everything that I've been taught, everything that I've learned, and everything that I hope to carry forward with all of your help. Thank you.
Brian runs a beautiful organization, Toys for Tots, and he has worked for the last several years with us in distributing toys. on Eid and other occasions, and we are very grateful. He's a great human being, and he'll be a great judge.
All the best, Brian. Now I would like to request Sergey from Controller's Office. Please come here on the stage, Sergey.
Thank you. Let me do the official part first. So this is recommendation with Apna Community Center on the occasion of opening the third location for distinguished leadership, dedicated service, commitment to excellence, and tremendous contribution to the city of New York. New York City Comptroller, Brad Lander.
Thank you.
And it's very hard to beat on very short. I know everybody can do it. I know it's hard to beat those great speakers who we had. Assemblyman Ryan and we lost Councilman. Okay. And he left, so I can repeat a little bit. So that's we see a tremendous list of services that Apna provides in the now third location. And I had the privilege to participate, an honor to participate in several events with Mr. Siddiqui with the room, who was a great organizer, great leader in organization, with Brian. And I can tell you, like echoing what Ari said when he left, that it's not only a Pakistani community who uses services. Many ethnic communities in Brighton, in Coney Island, using your centers, and they're happy to have you as a great place where they can get service, not only food is great, and other services for this multi-ethnic, multicultural community. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Sergey. Thank you. Now I would like to request Charlene from Assemblywoman Frontis office. Charlene is here with us.
Good afternoon to everyone. It is so great to be here to celebrate the third opening of an Apna Center. That takes hard work, dedication, commitment, and love for what they do. So on behalf of Assemblywoman Matilda Prentice, we say congratulations, and you know that she's behind you 110%, and if there's anything that she can do, you all know to reach out. She could not be here due to surgery, but she would not let this event go without having someone here. You all are bridge builders. Without bridges, you can't get from one side to the other. So your efforts to make it so that when people migrate here, they can have the service and live the life that everyone else lives is truly commendable, and we commend you for that. On behalf of Assemblywoman Matilda Frontis, good to see you all. Continue to support them. And again, if there's anything you need, you know we're here.
Okay, so don't leave. We have delicious food waiting here, and nobody's gonna leave without eating. Because as part of Muslim tradition and Apna's tradition, we never let anybody go without eating. So whenever you come to attend Apna's event, before that, make sure you don't eat anything.
Sister Arafa, you want to say something?
Okay, so we have Sister Arafa from Islamic Relief, one of a great partner organization. I would like Sister Arafa to say a few words. And I know we have a representative from Rice Borough as well. If you are here still, brother, so please come here.
Assalamu alaikum everybody and greetings. Bismillah. I don't want to speak long, but I want to assure you that I want to be an advocate for you within my organization, and inshallah everything that you guys are doing, and may Allah reward you all, and I'm really really happy and honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Arafa. We have a brother from Riceboro. If you can hear me or you are still here, so please come here. Okay, I think he left already, but we have...
So please, want to come up and say a few words, and then we'll have a dua.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Aslam Dylan. I'm on the Pakistani American Association of New York, Pani chairman. Behalf of chairman, so I'm saying the few words for the Apna. So we worked with the Apna past 4 years. So we have a couple of went together. We worked with Apna before, we don't know anything. So Apna teach us. Apna give us way to how to build the relationship with the community, how to provide the community service. So Apna, we have a couple of other went we done with together, but we get the advice from Apna. Pervez Digi Saab or Shazia Bhattu or Baji Iram. They help us so much. So we're still working with the Apna. So we work together all these projects. So congratulate for the third location for Apna. Thank you Parvez Bhai, thank you Iram Baji, and thank you Shazia Bhattu. Thank you.
Okay, so you have seen this beautiful lady in a couple of her events since the inception of Apna. She is also like Ari Kagan. She's our dear friend, and I call her as my second mom as well. So Larissa is here, so she want to give her remarks too.
Yes, just very briefly. Number one, congratulations. I remember 4 years ago, me, Ira, Mr. Parvez was here downstairs. We're thinking, where's going to be the toilet? Where's going to be the electricity? Now we do have everything here. We have food, we have everything. Ira was mentioned also that during the year they saw thousands of people food distribution. And guess who see these all people? Mr. Hanif. The one who is distributing this food, who is helping, he's like in shadow, he's always participating. People waiting, snow, rain, cold, hot. Who is there from in the morning? This is Hanif. Okay, who else? Now we go, since Ari Kagan left, I'm pretending Serge left as well. I want to just repeat the third time that Apna is helping not only the Pakistani community, different communities as well, and I'm the one of the sample. My brother, I called Iram, I said, Iram, my brother needs to apply for citizenship, what I should do. I didn't call other places that I'm involved. The Russian community, they have excellent shore from Bensonhurst. The reason that I called, because I know I'll be directed very fast, 1, 2, 3, and I got the help. Mr. Colton, I know you for so many years, as Ari as well. When Mr. Parvez mentioned that he started work with you, and I said, you know what, Parvez, he is the real man. Am I right or no? Yes. Why? Because he is the man of the word. Whatever he promising, he'll do it. If he cannot do it, he said, you know what, it's going to be the next stage. Ari Kagan left. He is wonderful. He is the best. I know him almost for 20 years. He was not elected official. He was just breaking the wall because he knows for the people with no benefits for him, he was just doing really job for the people. And I appreciate everyone. Mazel tov, congratulations, whatever you think, but okay, good luck to all of you. Okay. And of course, Iram, Shazia, Amna, whatever, everybody. Okay, be well, enjoy the weekend.
Thank you so much. As Larissa said, yes, my husband, Mr. Hanif, is the one who manages the pantry, and every time in the morning he is there, and he's not alone. Faisal and Marwa and Akhtar Bhai are the ones who are running and managing thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of food and supplies and fresh produce. I don't know how they manage, but these are great men we have in our team and part of Apna's family, and we have a wonderful female Apna staff as well, Amna, Mariam, Safa, Zeba, Nahid, Alia, and so many. There's a long list, so sorry if I'm missing a few names, but we recognize everybody.
Yes, you are missing. We cannot miss Faisal. And Faisal and been a tremendous help with Hanif in doing all of those things, so I don't want him to go unrecognized. He's a tremendous help. Who else is left?
Let me think. Okay, who is next? No.
I would now like to invite an Islamic scholar from our community to conclude this event with a dua. I would like to invite P. Sahab to please come up and say.
प्रोग्राम के आखिर में सैयद सकलैन हैदर साहब से इदारे की खैर बरकत के लिए दुआ भी कराई गई।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला सय्यदिना व मौलाना मुहम्मद व आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि व बारिक वसल्लम। अल्लाह करीम इस इदारे को इंसानियत के लिए एक अहम और एक मिसाली इदारा बना। यहाँ आने वालों को सुकून कल्ब अता फरमा, रूहानी आसूदगी अता फरमा, उन्हें ज़हनी सुकून अता फरमा। अल्लाह करीम और इस इदारे को इस मुआशरे में एक अहम और मिसाली किरदार अदा करने की तौफीक अता फरमा। जितने दोस्त इस इदारे से वाबस्ता हैं उन्हें इखलास की दौलत अता फरमा, उनकी मोहब्बत जो इंसानियत के लिए उसमें और ज़्यादा इजाफा फरमा। और जितने दोस्त यहाँ पर तशरीफ़ लाए हैं, जितनी ख़वातीन तशरीफ़ लाई हैं, जितने हमारे भाई तशरीफ़ लाए हैं, जितने बुजुर्ग तशरीफ़ लाए हैं, अल्लाह करीम उनकी ये ज़िंदगी भी बेहतर फरमा और उन्हें अपनी बरज़खी और उसमें भी अच्छी ज़िंदगी अता फरमा। रब्बुल इज़्ज़त हम सबको इंसानियत के लिए हमारी ज़ात को फैज़ रसा बना, दूसरों को सुकून देने वाला बना। अल्लाह करीम हमारे नबी पाक अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने हमें जो रास्ता अता फरमाया, हमें उस रास्ते पर चलने की तौफीक अता फरमा। और जितने बीमार हैं उन्हें शिफा अता फरमा, जितने परेशान हैं उनकी परेशानियों को दूर फरमा, जितने लोग यहाँ पर आए रब्बुल इज़्ज़त उन्हें खैर और बरकत अता फरमा और हमारी इस दुआ को अपनी बारगाह में दर्जा कबूलियत अता फरमा। व सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला हबीबिही सय्यदिना व मौलाना मुहम्मद व आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमाइन बिरहमतिका या अरहमर राहिमीन।
आज हमारा जो इवेंट यहाँ पे हमने होस्ट किया है वो अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर की 3rd लोकेशन है, जिसको हम यहाँ से इस कम्युनिटी में बैथ एवेन्यू बेंसनहर्स्ट के एरिया में इस जितने भी हमारी मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी है, पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी है, उसको हम यहाँ पे सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करने के लिए यहाँ पे खोला गया है। अब काफ़ी सालों से यहाँ के जो लोग थे वो ब्राइटन बीच के एरिया में जाते थे, अब उनकी सहूलियत के लिए ये यहाँ पे हमने खोला है। तो अब इंशाल्लाह यहाँ से जितनी भी सर्विसेज अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर की हैं वो हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे। आज इसका आगाज़ किया है और आज असेंबलीमैन कोल्टन वगैरह सब आए थे, उनको भी ज़रूरी था कि उनको एहसास दिलाते कि यहाँ पे अब हमारी प्रेजेंस है, मौजूदगी है, तो इंशाल्लाह उनकी सर्विसेज वगैरह लेके अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए जो भी हो सकेगा वो हम करेंगे।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जैसे मिस्टर सिद्दीकी ने बताया कि आज हमने अपना की 3rd लोकेशन की ओपनिंग यहाँ ब्राइटन बेंसनहर्स्ट बैथ एवेन्यू के इलाके में की है। यहाँ पे अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर जो भी सर्विसेज हमारी कम्युनिटी की ज़रूरियात हैं उस हिसाब से बच्चों के लिए, बड़ों के लिए, बूढ़ों के लिए, ख़वातीन के लिए और हमारे नौजवानों के लिए जिन सर्विसेज की ज़रूरत है, हम अपनी सिटी के जो नुमाइंदगान हैं उनके साथ मिलके और अपने कम्युनिटी के लीडर्स जो हैं, हमारे इलेक्टेड ऑफिशियल्स हैं, उनके साथ मिलके हम बेहतर से बेहतर मज़ीद सर्विसेज यहाँ पे इस लोकेशन पे भी हम इंशाल्लाह लेकर आएंगे ज़रूर। और उसमें बहुत सारी ऐसी सर्विसेज होंगी जो हमारी कम्युनिटी में पहले कभी मुतारिफ़ नहीं कराई गई या जिसकी रसाई हमारी कम्युनिटी को नहीं पता किस तरह से करें, तो वो तमाम सर्विसेज और सारे प्रोग्राम अपना की टीम यहाँ पे इंशाल्लाह बहुत जल्द उन सर्विसेज को देना शुरू करेगा। और यहाँ आज हमारे साथ बहुत सारे इलेक्टेड ऑफिशियल्स ने और कम्युनिटी लीडर्स ने शमूलियत इख्तियार की और माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा हमारा टर्न आउट रहा। आज हमने 500 कुक्ड हलाल मील्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए हैं, PPE किट्स, होम टेस्टिंग किट्स वगैरह भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट की हैं और बहुत अच्छी तादाद में बड़े बूढ़े बच्चे सब लोगों ने यहाँ पे शिरकत की है। थैंक यू।
आज अपना कम्युनिटी सेंटर की ओपनिंग थी यहाँ पे बैथ एवेन्यू पे और जैसे सब लोग जानते हैं अपना के बारे में, काफ़ी सालों से अपना अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए जो काम कर रहा है उसको मद्देनज़र रखते हुए यहाँ के लोगों की डिमांड थी कि यहाँ पे अपना की एक ब्रांच ओपन की जाए। تو اس وجہ سے ہم نے آج اوپن کیا اور آئی ہوپ کہ ہم ان کی جتنی بھی توقعات ہیں اس پہ پورا اتر سکیں اور انشاءاللہ ہم اپنا کام اسی طرح سے کنٹینیو کرتے رہیں گے. تھینک یو.
ناظرین یہ تھی اس ہفتے کی کاوش اپڈیٹ. میں نازیہ جہان اجازت چاہتی ہوں. اگلے ہفتے پھر ملیں گے انشاءاللہ. اپنا بہت خیال رکھنا. اللہ حافظ.